Salutations, people of the internet. Welcome back to the channel. Matt here from Hydro Gaming, and welcome to episode 10 in Knightwatch: A Journey, a series where we, as a community, attempt to create our very own video game. In today's episode, I actually have no idea what the hell we're going to be doing. Give me 1 second. In today's episode, we're going to be working on our weapon pickup system along with our weapon and item rarity system. This system will cover all available weapons, items, armor pieces, things such as that in the game, and we'll give them different classes ranging from common to, I don't know, legendary. I don't know if I want to do exotic. I feel like that'd be too derivative of Destiny, which is derivative of just about every other game out there with a class system. So, I don't know, maybe we'll say exotic for the highest tier stuff. Anyways, before we go any further, if you happen to enjoy today's video, please consider doing all the stuff right there, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, whatever the hell else, ringing the bell, I guess, because it really helps out the channel, and, you know, the faster we can grow, I don't know, just do the shit, I don't know. Anyways, so using this system, we're aiming to craft a game where we can pick up just about anything, kind of like Oblivion or Skyrim or any sort of Bethesda game. Because evidently that's all I play. We want to be able to pick up just about anything. So we want a way to decide what's valuable and what's not, so that's where our rarity system's coming from. That being said, let's start with our rarity system. Our rarity system, as it is now, will have 5 different classes ranging from common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and yep, you guessed it, exotic. So, you know, eat your heart out, Destiny.
How's your sister?
And each class will be distinguished by its own color, common being white, uncommon green, rare blue, legendary purple, and exotics will be yellow. And these color class systems will be applied across all pieces of armor and weapons. Probably potions too, but I don't think we're going to apply it to different items. Like, you don't want to walk into a general store and there's an exotic basket sitting on the counter. I don't know if that really makes any sense. We may have a quest where you can find an exotic basket and, I don't know, maybe it's worth a lot of money. Who knows? That sounds stupid. Let me know in the comments if you want something stupid like that in the game, because I'd be happy to put it in. As long as you comment, because comments are great for the YouTube algorithm. So let me know if you want an exotic basket. Is it recording? I don't know if it's recording. It's recording. Okay, so in crafting our rarity class system, I want to use some special effects to help distinguish between the classes. So I don't know, Destiny's got the weird electrical wavy pulse effect that plays around... Does it? Yeah, it does. That plays around engrams. So a rare engram will have this blue field of electricity pulsing around it. Maybe I'll put it up on screen here if I can find footage. Probably not. We'll have this blue electrical pulsing whatever effect if the item's rare. So we're going to try to go for something similar to that because we want the items to stand out from far away. If there's an exotic that has happened to drop from a boss on the other side of the map, we don't want players missing it. So we're going to have them be flashy and easy to see from a distance. And to do that, we're going to have to go to our favorite place in the world. You guessed it. My documents file. Yes, it's true. I already have an effects pack on my computer, and I don't know where it came from. I don't remember buying it. In the event that I do remember buying it, I'll be sure to put it in the Google Docs that I shared with you, documenting all purchase assets that are going into Knightwatch, but for now, I have no idea where the hell this came from. Anyways, let's put it in the game. So, here we are back in our Unreal Engine 4 editor. Let's play from here. You know what? Just ignore the horse and the AI and the bow and the sword and the shield and all that shit. We'll be covering that in a future video. You know what? Maybe I'd better just start a new world. How's that sound? Okay, so here we are back in the Unreal Engine editor in our new map that doesn't give you any spoilers of upcoming features. And we've got all our different lighting effects for you know, our different pickup rarities: legendary, exotic, common, uncommon, and they've each got their own different colors. So if we open, say, the legendary pickup, you can see that it's a purple color code. Now, this says legendary pickup 1, you may notice. So we've got 3 different slots on our weapon, and they've each got their own effect. Now, the 1 kind of shoots up into the air, so if you're far away, it almost acts as a beacon, like, hey, look over here, there's an item to pick up. Number 3, that's an area effect. I know, I'm really smart.
Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am.
So if you're looking down at the ground, you're a little farther away, you see that peeking out from behind a corner, okay, then you know that around that corner, there is a weapon or piece of armor you can pick up. I don't know why I'm going so in-depth with this. You know what this is. Anyways, so we take these effects, and we apply each one to its own specific slot on the weapon, and when we do that, they appear in the game world. So, when we play... Excuse me for a second. Without placing our character in the floor so he gets stuck, when we play, we can see our effects in place. So now we know that this is an exotic. And when we walk up to it, never mind. As I was saying, when we walk by it, we've also coded for it to be highlighted. I can just get right over it. And the name for the gun pops up, and this is a KA5C exotic class. I don't know if that's what the gun is called, that's just what it's called in the weapon pack. So that's it for the rarity system. Now that we know what's valuable and what's not, we kind of need a way to pick things up, otherwise we're just window shopping every time we walk by a weapon. You can laugh now. So to do this, I'd like to create a system that highlights each weapon or piece of armor that we can pick up as we walk by it. So if there's a gun on the ground, for example, when we walk by it, I want an outline to be drawn around the gun that will indicate that we can pick it up. Kind of like in, what the hell's that game everyone's playing? Warzone? Call of Duty Warzone, I think. When you walk up to shit and it's highlighted so you know you can press a button to pick it up. I don't know why I was going in depth for that. You know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, you walk up to something and it's highlighted and you know you can pick it up. Moving on. Okay, next order of business. So, if we go back to my little developer room with all the spoilers, don't look, and we walk up to a gun, we can see that it renders this little overlay outline over top of the gun. That indicates that we're close enough to the gun and we can pick it up as such. And now we can equip it just like that. So, how do we create this overlay? I'll show you. So, each weapon is a child blueprint of a class called the Master Weapon Blueprint. So if we go here, we've created this. So there's a, I don't know what you call it, a node called onComponentBeginOverlap. That is basically saying when we walk close enough and we go inside a collision area near this gun, it will render a custom depth, which is basically just drawing an outline around the gun, to indicate that we're close enough to pick it up, and when that happens, it allows us to push an input key. In this case, I believe I've mapped it to the E key, and we can pick up the gun. That's all the tutorials I'm given today. So, now if I walk up to a gun, I can see that this gun is of the exotic class. So is this one. I'll pick one of them up. I know we haven't gone over the pistol system yet for locomotion, but that'll be coming in a future episode. So after you watch this, just forget that I showed you this. So we can equip our new exotic pistol that we just picked up. The firing works. We're going a little off topic here, but I really want to show this off. This is something you may have seen in the trailer we recently released on the channel. This will be something for a future episode. I'm still working on it. It's the wall running system. Now, I'm still working on the turn animation, so you kind of just slide in place all cyberpunk style. But this is something I really wanted to show off. Alright, so we're back in my little developer room, and if we come over to this side of the map, don't worry about all the words and whatnot here. This is a design portfolio that I actually made for a master's program I was applying to. I got in, but then I ended up doing my master's in public health anyways, so this is just where I was showing the, I don't know what you would call them, the people doing the interview process, or they look at the portfolio you made to decide if you're good enough to get into the program. These are the instructions I made for them. And I'm thinking this is what I'm going to be repurposing for the demo that I'm going to be putting out for you guys in the future. Anyways, so we come back over here, and we can showcase our different item classes. So here we have an example of, this is an SMG, that's common, an uncommon pistol, a rare assault rifle, a legendary sniper rifle, and an exotic shotgun, whose red dot sight has started floating off of the gun. We'll be sure to fix that in a later episode. So here you can see an example of just how many guns we've added into the game, and their different rarities and classes. Now, we're going to be going over each and every gun in future episodes when we actually cover independently each gun as we add it, as well as its own unique animations. But just to show you what our rarity and class system looks like in play, this is what it looks like. So you've got all your different weapon classes here, and all their different color codes. Now, each gun has its own skin as well, and I'm thinking I'm going to implement a customization system where you can actually change the skin on your gun. I'm thinking, I like Fallout 4's customization system, where you can not only change the color or skins of your guns, I can't actually remember if you can do that, you can swap in and out the parts. So here you can see we've got red dot sights. Again, they're not on the gun the way they're supposed to be. Long range scopes, we can add different types of stocks to the gun. Some of them have silencers on them, or suppressors, I don't know what you would call it. But anyways, that's something I'd like to implement in a future video, and we may have already implemented it, and we're just going to show it later, who knows. So yeah, that's our weapon class system. Back to more of me, I guess. So, with both systems being built, you know what time it is. It's time to check in with our in-house game critic, also Matt. We're going to call him Matty because he hates it. And we're going to see how he rates our new gameplay systems we developed today. Every week, there's a new arbitrary rating system that he's just chopping at the bit to try out. So, without further ado, let's give also Matt a visit and see what he thinks of our brand new gameplay system. I was supposed to slide further than that. That was supposed to be a dramatic exit. Okay, here we go. Bye. Oh, okay. So we've got some like coffee beans, I guess. Is this video sponsored? Is this a sponsor? Wait, what the f***? Was that your intro? What's with the coffee beans? It doesn't even make any f***ing sense. Hey everyone, welcome to everybody's favorite segment, checking in with also Matt. Here we are with our in-house game critic, also Matt. Say hi to everyone, Matty.
What up, people? Also, Matt coming at you through the power of the internet on this fine Saturday.
Hey there, Matty. So, this week's scale will be a rating out of 10 small white pizza box table things that nobody knows what the f*** they are. Also, Matt will rate our game on a scale of 1 to 10 table things based on what he sees. So, here's our game, also, Matt. Check it out. As usual, we can run around the game world. Now, this week we created a weapon rarity system, with rarities ranging from common in the white, uncommon in green, rare in blue, legendary in purple, and finally exotic in yellow.
Wow.
Yep. Now, we have yet to implement all the different weapon classes in our current version of the game. What you're seeing is a future version of the game that hasn't really seen a wide release on the channel yet. So we have shotguns, snipers, rifles, SMGs, and handguns. For today's video, we're going to be using only the rifles. So we have our class system devised, and we can hover over each weapon, and we can see what class it falls into, as well as what type of gun it is. So that's a KA-5C exotic class. And we've also implemented a weapon pickup system, so now we can pick it up, and we can equip it and fire as usual.
Okay.
Just beautiful, beautiful. So, tell us what you think, Matty.
looks like shit. 10 out of 10.
Okay, we're good.